And he say most of the time because there's an activity ongoing, and one of the checks and they say you buy a first any pharmacy council and a collaboration yes inspection. So one of the basic requirements here can say the dangerous book. I see a track nipa say na the man. But most of the time the challenge that we have with that one also has to do with say omo wholesalers, you know. Some of them facilities and facilities be omo order the omo package no more deliver. So at the end of the now large quantity has been delivered but nipa no sign it for. But OSHA records you could get the year omo the buy ya omo the buy said they want that quantity.
But if there are a facility in the world there, FDA can't you trace it? Because
yes, so the facility also has the dangerous book. Almost use because at each facility they almost a pharmacy they issue drugs out to the various units of use these drugs. These drugs are controlled drugs because they are very addictive. That's why you can say controlled drugs. Once we use no solve problem back no. Once after you feel say they be me far be okay. For instance, who was very severe pain near mouth trauma of 50 year. Pain be jira within some few into be feel say now no whenever unya sa pain ni pe o pesa offer because offer won say you okay normal paracetamol you okay ma and before be right once I start on say we na kan we still do 100 na after be no dey bia na any dey bia ni nti e control drug nti awo the man nipa no kra na o man sometimes although we have some other painkillers and so containing some bit of this tramadol in combination and the but the tramadol, peptidine and other control drugs once you buy nipa no beto whether you're a nurse or a doctor or a one it's all the prescription ba and na automa no we also signing the dangerous books that we receive that quantity no so that in case of anything we will track to see say we never J and there's even a portion where the contact number has to be stated.
Until by then the madi or get into the market. Piero, way. In fact, my oracle recently, you know, you pa, and we there pay one activities and also welcome into notice of what is going on. This Indria or Oribe, how alarming is it?
Okay, me da wase pa na me sansu chia wetie for. Wakasa pa question we bu say. I very very serious. Very serious. Now, the Food and Drugs Authority, yeah, activities are you take care. Bois, ama you maybe say about from no. Public education. Now public education yeah. So see I know yeah per se assistance strategy ni kakra. So see per se yeah catch them young. Nkwala no nkete no. Basic schools.
Ibinum wo niminyama woro.
Sa pepe. Ndi no say no. Who education tonity it lasts for a very long time. He or she will grow with it. Now ono so to make to down for so full because I normally make schools now make say media sempanaba semena media ba the effects of substance of abuse na me wo picture kaka kebi wo ha showcase the tobacco body and I say will be abusive substance and no crime the trauma to register in their mind say me if I get into race and this is how I'm going to become. Now, normally, so me yes at public education now, me say a discussion. I want them to bring out their views. No more church me quite a fast way they get into it. Now me to for say oh yeah baby say this is how you are going to be. Into a very sad, very sad. Into no sana me penny for it can a collective effort. We are parents who now we fear. And so we are very cautious. Or buy and I say a word, na say or exhibit one or two things. Who say was kakra. It has to tell you something. Man can say me too busy. Because at the end of the day, no but Danny how ma ebusiano and the whole community and Ghana as a whole. Into them unim ready there. Asem. Into back to question no. Authority no. Yejere hopa. Say na me brother kan no. These kind of drugs no. Control drugs. Now very very difficult say ubenya access to them. Into no activities bi so ha ye pese ye no say the intelligence na ye juma. Food and Drugs Authority, the intelligence na ye juma. Into no one or two couple of intelligence ya picking no. You be no market surveillance. Into say you run market you will not be aware. Into ye OTCB. And I say ye pharmacy impo. Na say keep our records no kana. Dangerous book now. The law will deal with you. The law will really deal with you because ye nia brepa. Ye ma etie for so nia te say ye nia brepa. Ye nia bre me si subiu. Because ye allow ye youth now. Omo be ye country ni ye na ma no. And get it destroyed sir. Because me a youth. Me ye san kamete ha. Me ye san kamete ha. Into no yes etie for mpacho any conscious effort. Uhun bibia. If you see something, say something. Very important. We think say your community kitwe bi me dey enfame ho. But okonom say drone ba or the babe route them or no atil net no.
This comes out within our community.
Exactly. So. Exactly. Oh ha na wa betil net no, o net no because eso onye sika no san so kotobium. Inti eso o man e fa ho. Inti yes.
I don't know per your surveillance, where to identify specific areas within the metropolis when would I had it maybe you wouldn't want to mention the area.
There be main boss mobile your hotspots.
Oh, okay.
Your hotspots pa into no be anya careful.
Hotspot or
be anya careful. Because your surveillance team no me no kase kra e tie si abonte nada. Because I'm because the intelligence na ye juma. Into no OTC me dem me bo kokko. OTC. Pharmacy. Na say won keep o dangerous book no won keep records ni ye. Wo de afani say maybe adwuma na meja no ho. E na o ye nya ope bia. The law will deal with you. Wo ye OTC so na say emma ho kwan say o ton these prescribed drugs are paper cho twe ho free ho. Because you will never know who may report you. You may never know. Who nipa or report because you be a consent. They say everybody is intelligent. They say I sophisticated kakra. You can WhatsApp phone. You can na obi a pick just a picture. Now yes, so more. The law will deal with you. The law will deal with you. Out instead of administrative fine, we will prosecute. Into no, omonya very very careful. Omonya very very careful. Now, you abstaining from these opioids, any tramadol abuse, because it causes a lot of harmful effect to the body. Uni pejana ujina honum neka. With your video now, as a nipano or kwana ya bono. Now I study. Oh, yo, name me answer. Nice guys, so nice guys. But could be a me lady. Or she things a check. Yeah. Oh, very sad. Oko to hosa I say oko so oko akoso modam ni mo say he fa na oko. Very sad.
E could be that no the name kobutu na abia nkwane.
Oh. She na we pra. Into no yes uguamanfo nyina. Especially normally ya say ye bedi afa share na say bibia na yama education ni mo edin pa ba say anu ye ntwen biom. Ye ntwen biom. Say na me can say yeah strategies they say ye pese using say catch them young. Basic schools no. Ye ni omu edin komo fa enyoma yi to create this awareness because say otimi nya na say at least all class 2 na say or you pre-informed to some of these things or who picture net than the news sometimes be a picture and say no we don't want it close it time and I'm saying this is how you become if you allow yourself to be influenced very soon you'll be entering into the senior high schools very soon you'll be entering into junior high schools and if you are not aware of some of these side effects maybe you parents ain't control o teacher no ba no mo ye class bia e bia on shut down sisi hu nchio but me the chio sisi a look at it.
Masan Maba, FDA and then your collaboration with the GES and then other key institutions one matter in this in Drew in semi them my friend will be. But Mammy Jennifer, them you read the Ricky, Sisa Rochede, what kind of Jama Green season? It would okita what's a pan or wada nature. Even stage in a okodru dem there obi afa dem induru ma ogina kra ojaka ko monyim do ogina chido obi bobbo na so mansan we hu there bi ogina no ho aba no do.
To that man na yerika no hu there bibia no ehya asa owo mote se even mpo abrabo erubo a ehya asa oye bibi nkakra enti no meye kanye there before ye beka de obi wa tom we do stage bia the stage na che de o sha se free baby enti ye ka de addiction don ye wo process ana ye wo stages in addiction ye beka de ye hwe mozikan no the experimental stage to them yerobo body ya mako program bi menyi mesma azi yo si menyi menum bi da but ma to de woro no enti no okay let me give it a try and there's me hu bi ma try now enumwie mo je wo no atinke benya no oye up to you there based on the experience aminye ma me fem no monum biem ana monum biem into no say or push your first stage you can easily stop able to me jay but eko wenyim azan no anya bad dem just that as it just that bad but no anya bad dem it means that in another time obey out there san fire biem to them America no into bit by bit you are graduating a chobodru baby the other time cry your party yes so ya bre me fine now there has been a situation many problem also makos ya concrete many contract be and now put there a working class this week day pressure Diana do pa intino dentina anampo no we yen dada brabom no yebo to me akado bi asem bi ato ejuma say eyisem bi sikasem bi aba chale mama no mazina me fan relax margin it will get to a point more being there at any point in time you find yourself in a difficult situation that will be your azar or rely on so that obet you it's no only one day as it's a process or a gradual as it's a beya a quadru baby no na body no where develop tolerance to it's a bon day yes you become so dependent on that particular thing it's about obodru baby no nature day ya ho hwe ya onye ye ejaya onye ye now there are some drugs on so process no onko yen fan it there 2 to 5 year hurricane enye there starting is onye odem ye hu there as the oba system ni mo nchere but me ye hu nyina na hu there obi oru no bia no ehu there oroko
we do them level no
them level no and yes them injury opioid na they are depressants and then looking at the dosage na worry fano and there my brother or Kastle okay there even tramadol no so was the milligram no wouldn't be more than 100 but what do we see yes 225 225 nature there 225 milligram. It's an imagine what will happen to your system. Into no sometimes in Druni be or your graduate FF fanning kakra nechi or zwe kodru baby. It be so a shas nankasano because of ne high unit dosage no otum oil them. Na yereka inye 225 in could say now no there are other synthetic drugs bia na mixtures bi na aza yana youth no was one who even igwa memu ha or ha there are other mixtures in fact ended da yakoye education were one of the schools no na obi ka bibi there even aboniki I was shocked
aboniki I have it.
Hey, ointment.
I am be a way cheap power.
And my yenanka sansu ye hu pa ye hu de worry ye even gasoline petrol yeah was gugu one pragia na azimu on ehu de wokita ndam na ebisan azi okita we also me brother ochu pragia wa kolok wo ho na osmentom from ren it's the nature monitor na ebo do kwa odru be bi owo so ni de ya na we gbedo na oretwe konimu tap in time super glue na aya na de bia meka de so worry ye dem azana won hwe insunsuando a ozebebrom won adwene nyina yin de I want to get that euphoria me peda me feel high me peda me ye day ehwo na adwene wo won fa won adwene mba insunsuando but the negative effect ehwo no ye any problem no they are doing it without knowing the effect of ozebebrom.
Mami miso them so called high no. Oh yeah then. Me peda me high.
Obiana ni moment or pedo ye high. Even when we take the working class, obi wo ho no Friday night. Oh, after hard day's work, clubbing wo ho. Nara body no reka bibia chende abro the whole week abre. But or there, into for that matter no, although onya enhances bibia obe stimulate no, Emma so kwa at least ne fee away to for the club no onya ne ka obotum waye bibi. It is there. That is for the working class. Obiso hobekade wa make the education were one of the companies. I wouldn't want to mention name. Workers ni nyina say we spoke of the energy drink. And they were like, "Hey madam, on there had the bechi ye nyina." Because one nyina no obi mpo do also onom na napa ewiaber enwumber. Just because nejumori ye no ayobre into onum energy into obia na ne reason na order ye the maza no na eba ye ne youth na azaz na chale nda paaze ne munyo ma aye dry but a pede feel high what for ebinum so se dey yere ye ne yazaka ye de yamambesi afune hu dey yes ye wo ho ebinum won high no won reason ye dey was kegina besi ebi no do ma besi no we hu dey yes oye benyin. But yene refi de every yene nyina no na then a root to addiction or ribim. It's people have different reasons. For school for now, once I de I know what say yere funny ye to me at nasi ya chair. As an no ma already dawodon. Was a dem ronum ne met nas me to matnas ma chair. Ebinum po waka schools na kwa catch all there when you do it you become intelligent for where the mazi de bia me catch yan mo from any day obi wo ho naturally he's good abufra bi wo ho naturally no onyimaze inti se onyimaze na ozo the mazi nso bata ho na ehunu de azana oreye ndrubone na oronom ndru oronom ti na omo hu aza ebekwa akaye awo no baby obokwakoyi and sometimes and most of the time no even the brilliant ones no once they continue doing it will get to a point brain ankasa no mami nka bibi kakra ye ne ndrubone ne bebre no enoma effect no is on the brain especially let me take marijuana. Yes, the marijuana no there is a chemical in it which is a psychochemical active chemical ye kadama yes edru bi wo we ni mu a oye adwene mu say edru it once you take the weed no the medru no okọ brain ni mu now ekọ adwene ni mu a memory mesi medwen ehu aze sensation e feel ni nyina wo ho. The moment at the edru no TX no obe enter wo brain no as all you there there are some receptors be I'll connect or communicate neurotransmitters or communicate to wo brain no now TX no wako attach to that thing it no say adrenal in the normal adrenal into the movement memory sensation as ni nyina ozebe mo no ho kakra bi nso abekata ho into the me as no obekwa TX no kobata ho a or me make nka memory no be day nti ma me fa ne form kakra it's a bon with the adrenal no awu adrenal there meridian muhu azme ye day no ho edru no wako bata the me receptors no ho into ono no rechew say and as all be chew an there funny enough no the negative aspect of it no ehia edru ni bi konom kawieska koto kore prostitution usika asan oh men ko class men ko suaze menye day into adwene focus ni nyina no is on the how ebenya aze ni bi na supply brain no mo wa ye okay and yes why the mazi nyina me ono no oze da me we friend then social vices na aze yeru hu nyina da me nyina azeba and then to make kabibi craft education na my brother can once na iron enye basic schools and our schools nepe schools not to them okay you know the target is that catch them young now who so that they will stay away and now to delay the use from those who have not yet started but yeko parent churches communities even other institutions yanyuon kakasa dentra parents yewo asuzi kese wo da mazimu iti ye kwa ye church parents no so awu sika na today he sisi ayere ye wadwumu enyim orekodo wo fie iti ebeye de ne hu sa wo baze no ho kehema and that is what we do ye kwa churches no ye kwa church no kwa na wo fada asamo from no wo sha ase de worry ye bibi de ma quickly wobohu na one for one attention nyina nkwa adwuma na worry ye do but at a point in time no so no wobohu there oh ma befie ma menye search ma membisa wo ma yemfa ye ne mba nyankofo so that they will rather seek positive advice from us than going to consult wrong people.
But I say my chimpo album because about a week ago around 12:01 a.m. when you be called hospital internet your pedru bi atona young guy be beje ndura no horrible boy my shame say ya brenty the mean nya was system mu wow but mamimisa ora ben da me indri mame Alice waka be directly onya how ewo yenitirim yenyim yane body I mean organs na owomu nso no yakodu yanum the mindri as a youth is it helpful even effect no nya wo yane system no mu omboyen impo tumu twan no nkodo
okay pacho da si bebre yehwe de yankasa yehu kakra kra social media na ete dume hu de dam kofo no unim ready for enche
wonche
ehwe social ehwe most original wo ye no kra wo de yemfa de assuming to them mo ye identity kwhye nkwan mu adende no say ise oye bibi oho a obotum onko identity bodanka o na bodo ba yehwe dama endri a ye kan wa asemi mostly all work on the nervous system as Mr. Penkan no and you know it's like brain eye there ya ka there nipa kwa ye adwuma bra kwa there da now body no rest no nya but I would rather no put pressure on the brain to do more and at the end day no brain so na twene obodu bibi a no so be seize from doing the things that you want it to be in some of the effect normally kind there first one there obotuma mental issues. That's the basic one. A lot of people are involved on self in this abuse of drugs. Their end result is they get mental issues. Apart from the psychological issues that you know, most of the time, no, it even affects the kidney because it's like Emma. And sometimes when you take those drugs, no, it's making the body to work extra. And then your kidney, in the liver, you're not annoyed then. Hold those extra work na I dem man o ye adwuma na o ye no adwuma no o ye den man because normally if they dem find there at the lay my say obe use bear 1 hour no the process bibia is your pedo o process and dem no within 5 minutes 10 minutes because the pentem na acquire next and the pentem na ye next day so at the end day no mo no result in a lot of kidney issues for bibi today tobacco ya dey be kan wan asem ya kan ya efa tobacco na ehwa your favorite smokers body from head to toe from muti ko so na say all organs or affect be or affect when you are
tobacco no
tobacco
organs or system no mu
nyina starting from your brain or when you are wosin be shi wenum ohwene babia kosi wonase. And sadly most of the times one them in some of them also have this degenerational sickness that they don't know. Diabetes, hypertension, they don't know. Before I realize when the diabetes so now it's not treatable. Dress them crown when the ne pressure look also we not here onya else need to no hospital 1 year. Or these drugs what fay and or result in those in them and it is here the health effect there bebre kwa
wonima and when your demand anxiety there we have to do it, so they are doing it.
Mrs. Tedin can't be there. It's like obi ebohunda wakoto petrol kakra una na say I bottle go to petrol because also at Google Pragium at the town na ko job no awoso no wa atwe sa ehu a mo bo ti me bu so ne o twe diet
you are petrol so a certain chemicals bi o ma onse do okoni panu mu
nti we so ndo o twe na wa den na say bu wan de men kada wonyina ba Pragia fu be bu wan de okite energy drinks this is water holders monday o baby o keep energy drinks. And from yen surveillance you could realize that most of them they park at a particular joint, and that particular is either there is an OTCM there, and just beside it you realize that obi we energy drink. A small ice shares be no so.
Or hand in hand.
But or a marketing the. And sometimes you from the intelligence you realize that they go here and they go here. And from the Utu and Wakojina baby, they do their mixtures. The noble winner wonder why I fine. So sometimes you wonder there, are they doing it for the fun and are they all you want fair?
I don't know FDA when you there this Pragia riders in our association. I don't know if you know. They have an association.
Okay.
Echo Cape Coast North or one association and appear interview Cape Coast South. Association when the executives in your had and see I don't know you take another step engaging the association on this year. They have an association, so we can help you with it. Yes. Because that could be a phone other than you Kastle can say good no. Mary Sana Mampumuda yes, and your mouth no or you didn't.
But do you know the mental issue now they never accept it. Obi very fail to ne uncle be otifi na me uncle na wa no ma wo wenye ni na me uncle wa no ma what feel their mental issue only has to do with obi a wage no ho no nam it's mental issue ne the one gene to bukra na ka da obeye ye obeka cho da otwu wisiu na onu mom na osiesie o hyew ikru na aze no oh yes yenye bi dem asem o ka chen o se atwene dem na o hyew ikru no wo mu no wa ye yi no toxins na wa ba wu mu na ebo hu de wisiu no o rehyew efi wu mu
erade yankopa na wisiu o shukra
dem na waka It's no, I today, adwene na nkasa otaye kire wozere ye no. Risk and they won't taken into consideration, not one bit. One is I there, and I to them most of them no, apart from getting the high na be them no. Once I there yes re ejuma. I say hey, amumu no mamu be ejuma papa. Me ye ejuma the whole day, the whole this.
How dangerous are these drugs to society?
Okay, it's no okay. It's no me can be there. Yes, share social vices are or kodo in communities. Yenem patem make a social vices are America be to the robbery, erisem, prostitution, nyaman katan kitibi on koye wa yenem patem. The minya zeba. E baby so the dent no obi wa akwa robbery we kwa wi obi na aze na wasa na kuna aka ho aye bi say yan there into okwa onhu ne there oye nipa na. It's true. There are some drugs and nipa no onum wi yes a hallucination. Onhu nyama onye real. Indruni bi wo ho asa wonom pa no work operation a wohu nyama anya the work operation but wonom ina no wohu nyama onye real.
Until these young guys who want no mundru na wo gina pain anim kra wo fi there.
Exactly.
Why pain why
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Into obohu nyama onhye da anya real asanko onfa edru ne nka na na nka onye. Enti eyi nyina wo ho enti ebohu de na ye ka yes there's addiction set in na. My brother can be there. Or woman or bear there. Hey, as no de minyo. Into how do I get it? Sika say your student as Sika was a more difficult squares bottle on song. And funny enough, and also where my test to be for the first time, it is for free. Or bear would do ya nature work at your debut to your cow. And yet you may bear then, so you would have to steal. They will start from the house. Only how as family, as community, yaka community. Who is the community? Families nankasana ye one pattern no ye na ye made up the community no. Into ashase wo fie. Obeya efiefu enhu de o sisi aze no why ahomto eze to obefa no. Menye bi wo fie, mezeboko outside. Ne ya ashase ye worububu stores. Worubu nkrofo won cars na aze odru baby nso na obeye te de minyaza ameme ntumi nwia ntinu no ma menye se benyin na benyin mpo menya benyin me ye benyin mpo na menya benyin oba sponsor ma menye beye obefa mechi na de bia meka de wara enya constipation na rich mpa ye wo hwaza wahwe wenyi mo nhwe constipation no na da mazi sebe zanzanzini or befa ho abba but they would have to do it because or the when you drew no wa feel high mbesi afo so was one who was be me mama benyin obodru baby na efi obeye communities bi wo hompo na sampuntu djuma rebeba ho a nobody would want to because say investor and as dey yi bi na eba na kado me peda me yemboa wo community here mo be ka chwan dey enya baby ade the me community how the men try as no onye ye imponenka oye bie mpo ejuma industry bi company bi a worba na wa fa youth a wo won patane mu but because of the missing no that doing no into about the developmental projects papa biara nkodo e wo ho and na or the financial burden or the to abanado then someone when this case is here we eche one kwe one no feed one yene nuanu a wogu prison wana feed one yene taxes na azia na was feed one wo ho enti nyipa nara wa ye na aza ewie we nya nsunsuando mo wa che na atum oda ho na wasan was yene sika was a rich one wo ho ono so ya another problem country na nkasa no nso abazo kodo sisi ya yenhwe contain ya no fi Ghana oroko Niger
opioid ya
that is it. Ain't no say you international body be mpo we pede we ye bibi mama na so how come we be start why Ghana pa de into us the health ma individual no health issues or ho stigmatization or ho loss of ambition or ho ma individual no then we come to the immediate family ekwanya family bi o wekedo o ye yande she ye pede ye boa na then they will recommend rehab and rehab is not free. Even the government wants a year one pono, and to acquire not less than 3,000 a month. International obey a busiane cow, then o me money na. Into the Yerika de a how no another effect no, it doesn't affect the individual alone, but okanyana.
All right, ebusia menyi oye Narcotics Control Commission. Impayful and afi FDA impayful and aviabri yerize in common I de in common I de me over the set issues there munya jopa because in our society I don't know made this your boy will too cray oh there we actually TV are different ya go be to this you call away often kayashi I'll cut that to chumuka cra. But FDA, how are you collaborating with other key agencies like the Ghana police and then other agencies all fight this Indria Abam Mbebuni. How are you collaborating with them? Because it seems that I don't know about boom, no waji oko, about boom, no waji. This red here can I say me when you know obey we drew by 5 months simple. But boom every time win him red, you know. I mean, how are you collaborating with the police and then other agencies on this fight?
Okay, so collaboration more limited to yang as in central region, because if say you bought some other stakeholders, be it customs, you need border be our higher because but one of our major collaborators here, narcotics. I know my we used to even do public when we started this tramadol first in 2017-2018. We were doing everything together, and still we are doing things together. Pharmacy council with the pharmacists, for instance, we can go in. We have the law authorized us to do whatever we want to do or go in at any time that we want. But AFSA only they are regulators. Boom, na any pharmacy council so. Boom, as I said, pharmacy inspections now ongoing. Any Ghana police, for instance, if you see a so-called hotspot now, we can't go there alone, and even sometimes we have to rely on the regional security as national security, because sometimes you can't go in dressed in uniform, and some of these hotspots, when you identify them, you have to let them know. They will give you more information as to. It's how wouldn't read here by these containers that we are able to identify. Say we won't, because the container is not coming to Ghana. But due to the intelligence that was gathered from the security personnel, and we collaborate with Ghana prisons a lot, because there was a time they gave us an information. It really helped us a lot to also identify some hotspots within Cape Coast, where
Cape Coast are high who pay on.
Oh, high Cape Coast is so high Cape Coast are high. Yes,
because the minimum may be reading come or say, hey, boys in the baby a walk no or you
Cape Coast here
so these places, how are you planning to dissolve those places? Because look at the sports, I don't know. And I've been school for no power.
Yes. And the interest in the sport, no dissolve a sport, and they will move to a different location and form another sport. Inti, I can't dissolve. I can't say you dissolve. A problem. You better dissolve within a day, but the next day, I quite say am call for community information radio phone. I'm on ton herba in draw on. Ubet match your winning and aha, ubet match your winning and ochna, the ochin and then ochoa could share no different location. So I can't say dissolve in the and easy to dissolve, but how to say the same people no won't go to different place. And we collaborate with the Ghana Education Service a lot. And interestingly, when you talk about drug abuse, I don't know, maybe Mrs. Mpenifor will also have a data to support what I'm saying now. The girls are even abusing the drugs more than guys.
Hey.
Based on your visit to the schools, kakrano, with information kakra capture, when it comes to the secondary school, from the basic JHS level to secondary school, Mbano, they are on the lead. They abuse drugs more than guys. You're funny in schools, man. Mbani they abuse more than the guys. Guys in community experience. I saw omunya experience no when they come out. But in the school, the girls are more experienced. Oh,
they use the what do we call it? The pain, menstrual pains, dysmenorrhea, as an excuse. So somebody who is actually obi or ye wo fie no obo be ya zedeba our teacher nimpo na nhwe ye be ka che no nko fie into okono okita based on mes mo be ye no ho oba no okita the maza nimpo na awo house master house mistress onya umpo there oh Mishwe pain so call me is do kita need natural work hospital no was I then was a man. Some go as far as injecting. It is what inject. They do. They inject.
We are living in a dark world though.
They inject. It sometimes na if you don't say oh mbesi ambaneze na mbesi ambaneze woma ye nenyu anda ho. Woma ye nenyu anda ho pa sisi a shisha day. Ye prescription drugs na painkiller ito nchana shisha mbesi ambano wobe more flavors or women nyina. Joints baby ya wokwa wo be
joint bi o mary or no joint bi o mary or no yenda o one baby abron so da en for na da 9-10 one no na afi na wana grasa na we sanu nyuma egum
yeah enti shisha no mama fa bibi ntwem sisiara mo from na se da shisha madam it's a flavor or a vanilla flavor or a strawberry flavor but shisha no menu anu no what it contains nicotine or a tobacco base nicotine or and nicotine or a very very addictive people doesn't know very addictive but I can what's the or a flavor or a day or a day or a day nya dem not say shisha no nicotine wom nicotine ya or any cigarette my yesterday enoma wo body from hair to toe effect onyan sunsun ado no ebi na wo shisha ne mo
dem komedi ya gbachiado ya hanuzi ya gbachiado pa yenye nzinwi ya gbachiado because ya gboko details ni obi a wona wo de the chairman problem agreement ase do nti ya gbachiado ba ebusia ma mgbe ahoma no ntum na wonso bremi bi ya ma menum na ya papa num de ya nwa wa hade in common about you and the yenwie kra we will still invite you again now is in common because a very important issue I mean the society also the yehuna we all fight 0244 408 046 0244 good afternoon.
Fantastic afternoon.
Aisha Khalifa Minteu.
Fantastic. Before full address of 2022 yeah.
Waha.
Uno me interview no.
Me pocho won so happy in a narcotics control commission.
Narcotics fantastic. Anyway, my window must send at least no more church the effect of those drugs now. But they are doing about their best is not enough. Honestly, their best it is not enough. Dedication no fine. Ebia yeah outside when ebia we no seeing but ebia so better way and they have seen it but their best is not enough. We see answer na no I don't believe so manufacture no ha and as a Ghana and antisa. It coming from the outside where nebaha. And narcotics ne customs nadi. How do they allow it? And as a bumper, we all knew say only the operations and all sort of that. And as a pharmaceutical board now kind of so. I think say monitoring low. They don't normally check them because those guys who hospital now they almost those I mean for the quick on drugstores and all sort of that. Well, and it's only the drug no even when says I read or the same as a tramadol. It is not prescribed by a doctor. Now you man. What I said, and I mean just be blamed. I'm not more yet. All right. I didn't tell normal checkup for their cost of the day in the outer. I think it to be limited. Communion point can out to say, do you see?
I said,
yes,
I mean, that's you obey you are no.
Okay,
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Aban
Minte with 10 seconds.
I'm coming here. Young coffee or young KPM. The better one to that. I am young. The one you did that out. But the information, you know, them of where we were animals. So you see, you see. But the especially better when you complain. But what I do is when the mayor
okay.
Especially Jackson. If I want to come to one time, but information about
All right. Let us see. Obey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And put your minute with 10 seconds.
Yo. Emi na hawenye nwana wotono. Kanona yewo CID for papa na waye adwuma no. Ncheyi sa name wala ya sofu bia. Ekan okoko wiade nyankopanu ma waye dan. We su na labo ne nananom na ebusuafo nyina toro ho ase. Ntincheyi awa toni bi na CID for ba fa kon bi de we da tan no. Na wala wode wa hye wo store no mu. Wa afra first service for the womba gina ho prako. Na wodi ja to wo store no na anyi wala mu nyina wa ye kura bie ni pe. Obiale bosuro no abasam na ko do so ko to na durubon wo no drasto no wa hye no na mbra wa hye nende democracy, freedom of this, right. freedom. No rigi enewu.
But say, oh, that be when two now we do. Good afternoon.
Fine afternoon. Kwame Osuma wapo man.
Nyame adumo.
Madase kwabna pia na egura sankomansa.
All right, kwabna mi te.
Kwame no. Me mpanyimfu. Abadenti na watwan ema bibi sansana wabana wadenu munchachire wadaba. Hwe the medru boni ya mantiama na yankatesi ya mewo num yawu wanu no num da ma mande wanyi wo papa ana wo maame wanyi holokun amala mitine me ba agbam mala ona mu wi na tramo na wa bade na wonum nti me ba last week ya wa agbam tension na management amada man anu yankopan na odi bi de baka no ho enti ni besre company ta why the made doing what ban our yan aban or the this form now ban the nana rebisi farmer young penny for where you wanna or chair there wasn't a one did the mujumano. I want to what the report about come up.
All right,
but the someone and follow port and come up abana bed and we the minimum all qualo into master where you man away and oyaden now so women what to me no 1 year you might then one family Ghana ban a Yementian ban while put all crowd.
All right, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me pacho radio ne botu medum na mama na ne yes ne bebre.
Kwamina.
Yes sir.
Easy memo na ejuma.
Ejuma da se.
Mo tinyi den wa. Dama shisha na work an wasam oba enyendo. Me sha so mete shisha ho asem enyende. Sisi ya madam no mete den orkade shisha contains nicotine which is very addictive. Mete de orkadam shisha na sisi ya no why the one bound down me shisha ndo because it starts from the scratch. Or start with baby, no do baby. And if nicotine is very addictive in such a way there, it can cause them to be what? Addictive. I want to one jaya. Why the ones one bound down shisha no what then it's a vanilla flavor, it's hot blah 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 now. SHS students, to the extent the GHS students and even primary students are even involved in this kind of addiction. And one bound in us, which know the why they want to one place where be what not so now, my friend won't use.
Okay, but I say, Obeya mo. Aba Benado, my last caller, Mamma. Abba.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, now.
You don't ask us in church, pa. What am I?
Okay.
Now, come on, me pede me bisa some ko. Dami I fishi. Susanta do what to do. Na the me bi akaka wa me sisi ara no. Ibi dami adon at the particular adon was the one I work was the ebi. Na the me bi no was the yellow. Na so wakra na was the bana say bia. Was it be out in my yanamba another yan and animal water. Then LD knows what one warrior than half of. I'm not the more you. She said, I know why any drink. Why any drinker? Was it a kutu? What I tell her? What's they knew or your cocaine? In the a was found the tramadol. In the yellow coin, you're not trying to boozing. If you the mean why any drink was a dream or year.
All right.
Sister, we distribute was on my bus. The young information will let me there. I will allow him to put off it. I don't put it. If you have the food and drugs board, so this is the nonsense near my social life. What on when my social life? What I say?
I'm a baby, you're doing better. Okay.
It's what this one year you more to me, what the man, yam from secondary school.
May I say, Abba, may I say? All right. Okay. Okay. My men pick last caller na FD for in the menu in Siwaha. Na Yabasane din komo ebio. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. But from question
Okay, Papa me tell.
I come from Kende. Do I what from Hogu in the bottom to find for here. But Tremor is some money. Me boy the cage on me, no better as all me or on Uyamana, also chief. As a law guess no, oh yeah, you do guess now there on bound. It is
what do bogus?
By matter. What's also wrong, them know why you forget one day easy. It's when I do the magic. The side defense him send it into on him, nature as some water. On yeah, but the data. Also, chief, yeah, but the other behind you, Monsieur Marty. Apart from them, Madame Rocco send me. I'm Lamou Fetchy. Gave you quite a goo, super goo at all. Which some of the whole search when you down to. Let me say, now, there's super good you said to what you know. That's today, Aberdeen. Also, I won't go free. Where you what away, what you am to what? The super good, what the time, what, oh no, a common some part. And a waterly was what you call, what you know. To France, now, quite one moment I know from 1 month, 1 month, that thing. You move for one and the one of schools were going to walk one water tell. And we
may I say. Every time I sure that any enemy or Bassana baby, their course and the ban over, but because of the program, ya segment and or the other part and so but one find some. But Obasana baby now is in common. Benya another session. You be engage him for Nadine in our day. And stay tuned. I in 1 hour friend able to my any text message and a WhatsApp message in as a Abraham Pochobebre. Mean to me fire of Refubia Bill. Mami Alice, you record just 30 seconds. By one best an abbey, and just 30 seconds. We'll find out words now.
And see, Mammy Pede, me can you day. Cape Coast, Iguay man, Yenina, Yenino, Yama Yenino, and Daho. There ye ba, there ye babun, there ye ena, there ye echa, or there ye na yenua daho. Na afutu no so no, onye de ofi ejuma yeku ne nkoten ye ne ho no ko. Amazana ye de abata ne yenso ye na afomeze. Yema ye nenua nko mbebo no do. Yenyi woni nzinkita ho, yemfa wonde ye ne nyankofo. Mebe ya se bibiri ha wona. Wobotum wa voice out wa catch rain na afutu bia ye wono yetum ne yeza yeden yezamon se afutu ne bro woda ya ken FDA wa ha na Quarters Control Commission nso no ye counseling nyina yezeka ho nti se afrane ze ha ne ba no bro woda efren na ye bebem ne yenyen akasa
medase ba me jeni for papa
medase me so kakra meka ne say Indru Boni, I was soon so. Inti say, Unimobina on Shasia, and as I walk crowd seeing, Nasa won't Shasia. Yabeka say, you stop before you start. Inti, I said, say, Ube, ya crampo and sana. Why your wife say, Obey, first time, auntie, obey. Inti, Yakasa, you stop before you start. And when you see something, you also say something. That's it.
I see. Eric.
Director. We dey on sempa. Me say. Kaka na meet me aka on eba be ko say. Say na my sister you can carry. I'll be taking her last words. See something, say something. Your FDA, you no one o Cape Coast Central Region ha. Who information be ha? Share with us. Me the numbers ni be to dwa kakra. Na WhatsApp number so. Because yeah, we be a smartphone. Bibia, send your callers normal friend, send a how mono. If they know something, they should come out. We are not going to any idea any meaning beba and say anonymous. So if you have any information, you'll be a friend of consumer complaints. Just WhatsApp us into the number to Jana 84 NTA.
Okay.
And I office so Sedicom, adjacent Sedicom, UCC Credit Union, your first floor. Obawa Obehuye. Your WhatsApp number here 0245 839521. Mrs. last one 0245 839521. WhatsApp number there 24 hours. Until we will respond to you. Until who will be BR, just share it with us now quickly. We work on it. And I may say our youth. Maybe I'm a youth too. Make us say me a youth young guy. Let's stay away from these things.
Okay.
Man, for pressure and got 2 year hospitals near the kidney centers near the we normal way yes, says yeah, baby so I buy laughing gas. Nitrous oxide.
Yeah, Bobo. What's a balloon? Yeah, balloon.
Yes,
watch our sister.
Stay away. They will destroy your life.
All right. But I see. But me call Ben.
Okay, but that's it. The candy. Did say they are candy na. The me chat one say stakeholders and I say Jumoku and I say organization bia FD and narcotics be engaging mu. I be best say ye pe kwan bia mbama ye kwan kakra ne enu abadi nkomo no ye best say mbie kwan no nto o man na ye enu mbedi san nkomo na asem bi se bi so wo bia so ana bibi a chi mu adwen no motumi ebusan ye na yetumi acheche mu ye ne ye nyina abo ye nyina dem meka so say adwumakuo bia ye de number o frɛ ye number ya obenya narcotics for so ye best adwumakuo bia ye ever available from Monday to Sunday. Your best because you say parent no about time no say yes education do mo a ebema I easy so a mo no mo man kasa e betumi aboan nti ever available nti esem say mo man akwanya no ebu organization wo obekọ so akwanya no
on farmer
obekọ ye faith base no ye faith base in that ye faith base in the
anya bibia no ye mpaibo ye nsi wana ansa na abo ho mpai o ma so for your brother do
and pay the whole church crowd there women's fellowship men's fellowship youth no with my opportunity ye pesa opportunity na ye Muslim for ye some mo man one opportunity crowd na no meden eni mumbedi ngita ho
me maso me da say all right into every many mame Alice Eza ono of Narcotics Control Commission Deputy Head Drug Demand Reduction Ramasuna Jennifer Asedu on the Education Officer from Narcotics Control Commission Benjamin Akwesi Foko Otu on your Regulatory Officer FDA Damaso and Eric Opoku on your PRO for FDA and I mean our be amazing cover and we say more pressure and it's a bushafo medasi bebre yabasana to south from one na is in como bio into that's part for your time and to maybe many way from more messages in number 0244 408046 0244 408354 text message in here 0244-743-143 for you stream me live on Facebook Kastle 90.3 FM and also on YouTube Kastle 90.3 FM. I'll be back.
Economic, come on, say, I brought Oceana. May me one man do. So that's it, I'm do for Chia. Debbie, Miss So, may any part. Hello, leave me alone. So, hello, leave me alone. I'm out here, mommy pressure. I'm out here, mommy pressure. Media, what more in South Becanty. I'm out here, mommy pressure. I'm out here, mommy pressure. I'm out here, mommy pressure. Media, what more in South Becanty. I'm out here, mommy pressure.
But trust me, I will get them back again. Now you see in common. I have Kastle 90.3 FM. Man, hold on, you may see. And we are very good at Yerizi Ewaha. I near that film. It's a man worry. I will get them back. Because this drug issue, drug abuse, wouldn't be ready. Producer, I'll go, wouldn't be ready. But we are bringing faster than Farmer Hisense 2025 kitchen appliance promo. Yami Aduma on the 28th of this month and a promo no be chassis. On into call Hisense one showroom across the country. That Kayo kitchen appliances in Yinabi. Ranging from juicers, toasters, sandwich makers, blended food processors, and many more. Mankasim Waben Blue Hills Restaurant for Hisense Ewamedu 0302 550000 0302 550000. Hisense everyday prices for everyday people. The National Ridge Royal Hotel, Semen Kencho, the Sunday brunch at Ridge Royal Hotel. I had there. No cooking at home. Let us pamper you with a delightful culinary experience from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Good music is also assured. For reservation and inquiries for Ridge Royal Hotel, it was 0312 003222 and at 0501 672908. Ridge Royal Hotel, richly inviting, comfortably yours. Betway Bet Saver. With Betway, you are assured that bet no asuba wini bi. And to make a Betway honest bet no masuma wini bi. Betway bet no masuma wini bi. And to call Betway na ka place you bet no ho. Na me aduma Friday Black Stars or match. Wini your con call Betway na ka place you bet. Brazil or match. Argentina wanye Brazil. One so match or ho. Ni nyina no e pesi kapapa egu kotokuma or your Betway. Another boys in the white way go.
Every day to try I pray to bless me every day.
Or Betway get way more.
This is
What's a better responsible way? And when you do we are bringing say na sin my busy in common. Father Casford Watanasi, Damaso and a Ben Amos Watanasi. Hey Casford. Akaba.
Yeah, Enya.
Na pome.
Ejana dumarinti Obazi na dumara.
Yeah, dem yasi.
Michioso mo ha wajim enyado.
Ye nyado. Hey, Father Casford.
Amambra achino. Nda de mechie de
akanyi.
Na me strasu mi din chairman yimzifo a wote Africa sortedam Kastle FM 90.3. Na minchia CEO honorable
Francis Ejeku Donko.
Ejeku Ichano Sonko. Ma me paying a course to rete or him a course Ichano Sonko.
Okay.
Na Ejesuman. Mesfer the son of money yɛne nsɔre sɛ na yɛne nsa sɔre sɛ mmesafo pɛ na obotum wakwetia
mmesafo pɛ na obotum wakwetia
yes sana bese na obotum waboa ma galamsey sam na azɔ kɔdo no ne do etwa na ehwɛ EPA boss professor Nanama Brankuche ɔsa orutu wɔ Ghana nsutina horowa.
Then why are you training river guards?
Yes, that but if you wanna ho. If you wanna ho. Until if you are
no president in say yeah.
If you are no rutu.
Okay.
No there sana John Bank him them mesafo himzia mutu with that bread galamsey as here say
but I say
mining licenses are 20 as at
7 after 7
after
December.
7
The ministers were revoking it.
Mami onye Jomahama we twene name. Wasan was a LI 2462. But I need or the Kadan parliament no so why am run away if you. Na chede insu tina o manimu. Na yin nsase no. Besia dana oye professor Nanama Brankuche ofi yamfe kuro krofra. Oshema wa bogana insu ban or the technology aba was basesa insu na wa se no.
Okay.
Was the correct ni na
ya dem ya say
into NDC ya bade ebosum ga resetting agenda no okodampa
but I say Ben
yeah enia
akwaba
yeah nia mama mfa akwenjedo na menchia Kastle FM ete fulinara mpanyin na nkuma ye ofimfin mantomi na NPP amanyuku ahbradzimare yenyim de yenye na nanom ahemfo asofo muslimifo mpanyimfo ye edwuma yetu nchia zima mpanyimfo a wode dada mba no nyinara ano damara so na chechirefo ku ahyenkafo na hona wobo ama ye chechir Ghana na yesum Ghana no ye chie ho nyinara eja esuman mamanchia waraso and then of course not leaving the CEO of Kastle 90.1 FM baby
90.3
FM baby obiara michia onoso thanks for that eja esuman
yes
I think there ebir edu magana babiara se obiridi akohwi ana ordada ne keka ohu there ja osumosi hurricane no kwar ana ababiara inyim most often than not ehu there say obi shebribi asa or a normal and typical of Union NDC free. There will be all the noise about it. Technically, in Kobi Bakade, Katrenumpo na on soaba. Moriki can say Binyana Nama Brown Cluche office in Puna, the case of license and Wajin has it. Nara way. But then with the other struggle, Mahama no Shanabo, also the AI, not the combat body, or friend then. No bayan the war training, water guards, and media. Rekasa, the mampinori, it is the lowest of a standard Ghana yeru because you on Sudafo, you were a police fo, you were sub immigration, and when I warn Nazi, they have all these who have been incorporated in this fight. Now, adore you who in the fight against Galamsey ye day. Most of these Galamseyers work with a very sophisticated weapon. Eda were verti. The minister designate for lands and everything. He made that statement. Now said the SRE training water guards who are going to the field without weapons. Now you are rather celebrating that. Wabra e kunyina wawa expertise in that field. What would they man paying in your boy a share no narrating. Now said the radio do. Now why you just make a mountain out of the molar. Sabi in that day same being a work catcher Ghana fa. Chedama also when your technology be our battle in Sunewa. And say I feel so na Ghana for who the more could you nor coda. Mama bread and this year came never no kernel. So I would have wished that baby a Ghana would give ourselves the faithful time and wait on results instead. Because I want was waba for they don't want any friend then attacks and whatever soever. It is a shawara kasiasi de me. I believe you are premixing every discussion on the fact that being sunya then on kebi no no suncha na adwunufa da Erica no because it is not the truth.
All right. Ebusantin payinfo na menya no na yezi nkomo bebre afa oye nsama ababotogwa but yen shassin free this issue the Okada riders. Now, the minister, transport minister, will form 13-member committee to review Okada ban. Yemde omani per the LI road regulation 2180 no LI no section 128 clause 1 and 2 and also 3 on the road traffic regulation 2012 no maho kwan there this Okada one fan passenger trade, but minister was set up 13-member committee the one kidzun juma na yenhwe as promised by the president the oba legalize this Okada. Yahwe the dangers attached to it, the effect on baba. Can we develop this nation with the Okada business, and what is the way forward? Father,
yeah, I just man, that's a partner. No coin in Zamara Sessa, Iwaza Sessa. Nisa Sintifia Ghana ha. Obanda acquaintu ifi biako roko fofono. Ea Zayafaya trotro taxi na naunka kaon. But in Zama Iwaza Sessa no da was a Sessa. Na dam Okada na Praga na unka kawin. Oya a very quick means of transportation, and passengers pay less. If you're sika passengers wotia 1 hour for wotia na baby could be out 2 months ko keso na kwambia bia ho wiazen fanza na za nkofo yusu Okada na Praga some yanembra our section 128 clause 1, 2 and 3 road traffic regulations LI 2180 Makwan pempan yekese makwan de motorcycles na tricycles Praga na boboya na nonkeka won ezibezi juma commercial o Ghana, but yekese su nkofo ziriji juma nkofofo amara nkasa ya mufubi nti ebe na azinti na azin on fam mbra kwanodo mbra bia mbo ho kwan na Ghana fo zizi juma ebe na azinti yenye mbra mfa ho yenye hihye papa mfa ho na yen training dam Okada riders Praga riders na nonkeka ho na yen fenzi juma because mbra nyimpa na oye ya na ye nisa sinti abani ayen hihye was set up a 13-member committee. The young one share them LI 2180. Na yenye in sacred inform. Na yen make possible legalization and recommendation for motorcycles and tricycle operations in Ghana. Na oyaze papa na ode yen na yegitu na yabua. Na yehwa kwana yeba fada Praga and abobo ya nonkeka wono obeye adwuma on for accidents emba o send it's a means of reducing unemployment rate in Ghana. Wabua ma mbebun mbrenti naze enye adwuma wore ya yekese unemployment rate is over 16%. Say abeka da dam mbrenti a wo chu Praga na abobo ye onam mbrenti wonje ma wonka ebe ye we adwuma wo yeze ma hona na unemployment rate no better than e bokoso na dam Praga no kekan wabua ma nkrofa dudu a wonye adwuma ye wo man mu no du formal no ye den oroko abani yen hihye pa another man yen hihye pa is the formal you go to your revenue because obo treated taxes obey registration so wo kaje riding licenses another driver's licenses it na ya kwana ye go to your fada ye zenya revenue ye za bo man no hobra oboboa ma them repairers fitters naze enwa when na when yedwuma ye ma one inside them akwa no nti ye ka zayen ye kase ye intete education in a training order as Okada riders Praga riders how are they going to know the road signs road regulations and then observe them? Let amend the law and then give them the licenses to ride or to drive and areas are dam Praga no Okada obotum why then wafofa impempen we gwemensimi into for Praga nka for highway anamoboa Inti ebotu ya nhyehyɛ da dam Prague fi Okada fi da mbie no botu wa da wayɛ adwuma ekonkron kakamba mu naza obi tumi gya oba 8 hours no nya car taxi mbe but yeah brother Okada riders Prague riders wonye adwuma wɔ nkron kakamba ma akwane nya naza obobua ma nkwafo dodo a wɔwɔ Ghana ha wonye adwuma yen either no that ato. So our administration is embarking on a potential shift in the road regulation, motor traffic operations in this country. There is issue of road safety and economic benefit. So yes, nkwafo fa when accident na za order ya yanhyehyɛ na hwɛ road safety no. Yan kaso there or for superior ba or mine maka ye one and 1 year adwuma ya damazi bada obotu 1 year adwuma then why we can create safe use of commercial use of motorcycles and tricycles in this country. It's all about education. See education now oboboa ema dam accident naze na no keka wa brazil. Certainly we need to consider road traffic regulations. Or there you consider them Mbrana or LI 2012 right ya kwenechi ne ya kaya impensem yazifum na ya nhyehyɛ ya hwakwana eba for that ya beja tum do man na Prague for ayedwuma Okada for ayedwuma.
Are you under pressure on this implementation of this policy because you promised your guys that waba legalize them while regardless of the consequences attached to it?
We are not under pressure, but or your bosha ye share there. Pragafo, your noble quantity.
Is it the best interest of the of the country?
Of course, it is the best interest. Unemployment rate is over 16%. Ejesuma, yerkese Pragafo we yejuma. Aboboya for we yejuma. Okada for we yejuma. Now, so yes, or your ban another umbrella hokwan. Now, so for the past 8 years, them aboboy and as why a juma into bazinti in a young brown form. Into dying this year, kind there, as already know why a juma that door. Why a juma? Why is a juma? In terms of young she share in the young one in tete, oh mama, them how or drive anyhow. Some of them in offend the Suduruka, a friend and Pedra, road you know, watch him too. All they go for outer lane, saying him so outer lane, so middle lane, not in I won't be one now. Into your education, Mawana, or Bobwa, Monkofo, when you're Jumae. Say a kada yencho mo when you're Juma, as I be saying that. Obesian no ways. Share a friend taxi, no bois. Economically, Prague is serving the interest of Ghanaians. Because if you have compared to next about 5 cities, we are able to have a Prague 2 cities. Economically, it is helping Ghanaians. Into all that you wonder as in wabo boyan, nor boyan so. Into yan she shall phone na nujumezino on quaye mayinara. Into yan kind there. Let us take a look at the operational modalities of effective implementation of these commercial motorcycles and tricycles. We should take a look at the modalities. Eba kwana yen na ya fada. Inti ya beti yen church adwena. Ghana for yen church adwena. Demu kofo ye adwuma on for besa yedemba. And order ye pam antarbiazi momo washa. Although when your uniform be washa, so that they are identified, right? Or what's in being otum with the crazy banaze. Or the yamon number what plate ana. Ana we yejuma about 6 at 1.9. Dam yemenzeme yaza or man able to ide gupun de yadwendwo. Ni ahwe ukwana the best way of bobwa because yen mingin to me that we should ban Pragia and Okada. No. Mbimin nam the mazi odosh one number was school. Obi no oyi anapo oyi chop money wom odi hwehwe. Ni say it's embrenti besu na no kwana. Yen hwe the consequences of that action when we ban operations of Pragia and Okada in this country.
Okay.
It has helped reduce unemployment. Before the mazi baby ebetin also boys say kowiazi ye in the pragen as be the mas you na say no da form because boys say adwuma we in the 1 year scratching taxi driver pragia operators unfoso mention taxi driving into yan brandfon
okay
yan na police on one share that why the right thing when they go against the law they should be arrested because taxi drivers work from watching one into when we legalize it let's say a pragia or that share identifiable dress and share in kita licenses and then branding better basic
okay father may that say but is government being lazy on aspect of employment? No, I'm not saying the current government. I'm saying Ghana government.
Yeah. Prague more. Nigeria, Prague more. Togo, Prague more. Okay. Messi, Irazino or the done and now what done? Into other hands, you're dying. You're dying.
All right. Ben, Maminya also view on this. Just is it innovative way to get the youth jobs to do? Because now yesterday unemployment so from government to government. So is it a way to reduce at least the unemployment rate?
Then the use of bro be there. Is it innovative? Say Yerka anything innovative nche nka honestly abakado a bit modern. But Ghana biara ana obiara owiya biara onyim Okada ne history onyimda onye one of these modern transport means. In fact, oye an old-fashioned transport means. Inti onye an innovation a yabakade oye bribi fofra or ba Henry Asimu no oye adedado. Na eje suman, I think that my brother Kasano, before I go to my subject, is it that the governments are being lazy on the roadmap towards employment? Some way, somehow. In the current dispensation, the Ghana do, especially in the last 4-5 years, with respect to COVID, Naza and Impempo, baby I pedal compo into Mukon, those pressures are no more there. Until there is a huge liberty when the government of the day decide there over creating employment and other bribida. So somehow, yes, there is a level of laziness on the part of government because one, Okada ejumano, on your government-oriented job or your private businesses, anamobwa, assuming that you legalize Okada today, it remains a private thing. So the government's commitment there or create employment, so abenbi bakade, onunti nor legalize Okada. It is not here nor there. Inte hono, na mresheda my brother, nchobe very honest. Because about to hun to made Okada owner, narankasane private way, no kotono Okada. You are only regularizing it, anamobwa, because there are regulatory bodies. Inti abakan dem do ono na idiri create employment. Abrante erida koshi. Another erma ban lazy because on nya ban nejuma. Ban or creating human. So we should also dissociate that from a ban or a bribi. Now, say Eshagana hatitira, Saintira Ashanka Fube Brainerepo at some point was swishy to Okada. It is because there hinum crossing cross our quanano on your kora. In fact, one of the reasons are fuel prices. I mean, one of the reasons are Okada Fuwonya Akwenya Chen taxi drivers is because of fuel, no prices. Okada use a little amount of fuel. Taxi may use a bit more. Nti oba affect ne charges are or charge two road in ye. Nti taxi driver no rem for. Of way be an car na so oba saying them. So the Okada may take an advantage. But in solving these challenges, in your mandis if working you, Sabaka ya Ghana between 2023-2024, Abra Abana away from NPP Amanyuku, ye na junede or the DRIP, District Road Improvement Project Rebano. This was the motive. The Abana didn't a taxi driver nebo oyedzin won krasi. O send the na kwano nyeden onye into adini na keke kan odo simabo. Na NPP aban nanado dan kwakufu adwene de. No. Manfa infira obesisi akwani. Ama taxes dodo nara wetu mo hiden wa fedemu krasi. na ahyan as Ghana for Yarjin then NDC bay, they would have a focused thought on that path. Because yes, the risk involved were Utah or consider Okada because only option for biaro. In the sense that I'm brother, you know, job in narrow because I in the because you in option. Say you in no optional. Inche eba you no unpreferred or a taxi driver to Okada. They will prefer that one for their own security. Se petrol no bu ofuma. The youth will still prefer taxi. Oba prefer taxi because of neranka senso no kwenti. Pochata sa. Senche nyama ye very simple. Dema youth na. Inche oba prefer a more safer transport means then narampo oreka still nke employment na areka no. Oba ye created. Inte irentumu ngwane mfi adekoro ho. Na enyim da ya ban na botuma massage impa na adwene nti. Enkahye chirikete de our friend then a left ban na yerekese Ghana Okada one ban you. It is the commercialization of it. Yes. Exactly. Now commercialization of it and so ye can or your cost involved in fueling and other charges are waji na be a hen road inti. But the mads no in legalization no about resolve it. Legalize it. Commercial use of Okada. A use of Okada. Yen road no or in your papa. Mama cannot say the fact they legalize it, Okada as commercial for commercial purpose no. Ono nchede abra se kwa mankas can automatically. Why ye? The fact they legalize Okada as commercial use no. Ono nchede fuel prices no. Wage na ye. Inti magana fuel shishani de. Ya yen shishaya fuel prices. Why ye very much affordable. Ya yen shishay to them and another dan kwa kufu adi ya. Yeni road through the district road improvement program. Why ye very much more trouble. Iya the madini ria. I tell you, there are shenkafa. Waje the word to cast. They will go back to that idea.
I say you there these Okada riders, you know, mainly on your own in in Krasi.
Exactly.
Echo Accra. It is becoming a means of transportation.
It has never helped. Share. Or mention Nigeria.
Yes.
Or mention Togo.
Yeah.
No mention India. Google and find out. In the world, India suffers the greatest risk with motorists dying every month. Nigeria in Africa, it is the worst. It is the worst. Motorists are woo in a day, in a week, in a month. Nigeria is topping. Better than, in fact, or worse than most of the other countries that will use Okada. And if any time, at the end compare, baby, I will compare down when we feed the mad and one, then you are not being fair. You are not being fair. I mean, they're fine. A regulator. It is quite positive because everybody sabi motorist road signs and other things. Corner, fair enough. Ghana nyi biara e badwemba no onyo be yadwen. But so reason I there employment wa bra nyim there central taxi drivers taxi owners are failing to buy cars on village roads in Adeno is because of these tattered roads. Na inye any programmer or resolve the main challenge. Na erisinin finfin to them ma one budget TT. Wa say wa friend a 24-hour economy. Na what their premix a budget 24-hour economy na no hishempo according to Gusitano 1 year impon wie you. And so I no ho budget. Truthfully, and this warrior di akoshi sam do wo manimu. Erisi abrosano so no wa bra foundation fa permanent toy. Ground floor na entoy. The same thing that was there Okada because what in there Okada drivers in Dawson into what can bribia obi badwin there I hear na yare born wana Obama when you want support but my brother father Casford Mr. Sapon Okada drivers nyaba not Okada mahono into man you adwin there and this aban or be create them employment no Okada driver no pocho say onye accident in this aban or the hospital into man adwin that one or for one about 10 worry say why you very minded then che NDC Rebecca Bribia for kada win a kai time NPP aban before 2021 why you them regulations to ban the commercial usage of it or yeah because na Ghana hina ba kwasam chere between 2017 and then 2021 no motorists dying yenya the greatest number in this country and because na oye alarming inti no order way the mention no Father Casford adwene ho a another adhere record back to those times now these things were the order of the day.
Okay.
Nti say yerehwe okada nyina nkasa na apomdina. Yes, we would consider the regulation, but the lifting of the ban is not an option.
All right.
2. Say epedo okada drivers mpo ye safer. Ko increase ne kaya hona akwana ne mahon. That is what they want to hear. Reduce fuel prices no. That is what they want to hear. Not what you are saying.
But I say, but urban the reduction of fuel prices are yenim. Or many more. I mean, every now and then, the government doesn't have control over the fuel price because or international regulation. Yes, but Father, a report by Global Safety Facility, Africa Development Bank, and this report, Now, this use of motorbike accidents involved across Africa, and we're mentioning some of the countries are accidents, through this means, or Cordopa, and yearly number of accidents are But then we'll propose another pedia investigation on the cause of these accidents are also among these motorway. 1 year, low quality of road infrastructure, lack of motorcycle quality, unlicensed and inexperienced riders. Damaso and unsafe motor taxi services, alcohol and drugs, speeding, overloading, non-use of helmet, absence of helmet quality standard, and non-use of protective gears. These are the factors this motor accidents or increase. As a nation, I mean, how are we going to regulate this? You put these measures in place, because Praga riders, they are mandated to wear helmets, but for Chrome, 95%, 100% of them they are not wearing. So legalizing a venture or a very dangerous like this motor, is it not a cost? Many years
dangerous, and there's no danger, but there's
commercializing it. No danger.
Commercialization is not danger here.
Okay.
As we speak, Okada is dangerous, and is danger because of non-adherence to the road regulations, the lack of education. On it, the marking or but the education about sensitization about Pragia ride and bonde or that measure helmet and sana motu me tricycle no mention that net ties bibia ye jumana na some pedem po me ko na some pede mijina obiris na odem me parker mon show me navigator na mention that mechrie menyimiye ansana mejina the medication you koda because you can say taxi drivers when you accident, torture drivers when you so work with alliances.
Yes,
but when you accident, it's even taxi are always involved in accident. Ko highway, them sprinters nazi over speeding. Into yamma where you imbues one no mensa. Into yamma what accident enuma mensa. Don't drive, don't ride.
Okay.
Don't overspeed. It's about attitude. Let tackle the attitude of the rider, the attitude of the driver. Then there's government aspect, roads. Yes, we need to provide good roads, but let us not forget the year of road part 1, part 2, part 3. It's so meaning roads in ya. Ye be so then crossing roads in ya. Eben crossing one roads in ya. Now year of roads in what can one MPP for one position on this Okada Pragia Aboboya business. What is their position? The young wana, them not working. But Sainta unkofu pragefo to amba main this in there. Yezi no koro. Oh yena manifesto me there. Yes one but there. Yaba. Who regularized that business. Nearby embra yes afon ama wotu wa your business in here them taxi drivers na other commercial vehicles what you do. It's in a manifesto. The 2.7 million vote difference. One of the reasons is that Mahamadine don't vote in here. Pragia commercialization and regularization of the Pragia business. So we can never turn our back on them. You did it there. Yeah. The government.
You made that decision on the expense of Ghanaian youth because you
need jobs. Who want jobs? Who wants jobs? But look, let us not forget the Abanwaha. You maximized public welfare.
Yeah.
Zama obo ozi ahunto babra timemofo. That's the essence of governance. Maximization of public welfare. What is the public welfare here? You create the environment for private businesses to grow. It's a private sector. The private sector is the engine of growth. Private sector is the engine of growth. Now say ya bani on the private business and jumano. Young boy one engine one other. It's a hey. So we as a government would provide the necessary business environment. The necessary business environment for Pragia Aboboya business is giving them education. It's letting them know that they need to wear the helmet. Letting them know they don't need to overspeed. It's letting them acquire the licenses and giving them education. That is the private, the business environment as far as the Pragia business is concerned. We are also mindful that petrol no buyer than okoso. But you can say petrol no bu higher than abefom. But no bu consume pa. It as a Pragia no bu as a total tax one. Oza huntabo. Pragia za huntaba. Abobo ya za huntaba. Share neda. Me pay you out on as offer Pragia don't cover them tropical drinks. Be 30 ozugu Pragia no. I know too. 20 cities going to back a taxi and I thought don't cover them even cover boba. So let's look at the economic benefits of this
so
issue.
Your concern is on the economic benefit.
The economic benefit and then doing the right thing.
Okay.
Doing the right thing.
Whether Pragia or motorcycle cycling. One called school bia on their training.
Yes, I know quite.
So this road science na adini
na on a job America there. And this America there. Yamu one entity.
Okay.
But just man, Mr. Manuel MTTU, right? Say you turn one call. When you mind that. Would you count or did you one city 5 cities?
Sister way MTTD.
What did you count or did you one city? But or they yes someone there. One danger crown because what you know what? Pragia no cost speed. Now so be the street ones are yanke the bedroom the budget boba budget one city or because what the bedroom crown would you one city and walk. But what shema Pragia for aboboya for why is also accident number. So there's honors responsibility on MTTDU, right? MTTD.
Okay.
1 year juma sikana na wajiji sika. Wajiji sika. One year sika jeje no. Now one year na principal street of Cape Coast. Then is it Kufuor police Kufuor community police. Yes. Once we juma in that. So the mun kofi nyan wo yes sika jeje. And a warrior visible. Wo jeje na vantage point.
Okay.
The Pragia riders will do the right thing.
All right.
But what will cost me? Inti ya make a mistake. Pack baby on yana with them cover. Or Jessica. MTTD.
Okay.
They should be up and doing.
All right.
We pay them every month.
Okay. Do you agree with him on the police visibility? Once you work on this a year or quarter.
Yo, AJ Suman, I will focus on the topic because a grand attempt to shift the discussion now or the blame no akama obi na we jay asam na yer kano asensenim dem na father ɔreyɛ nti mmarima kwan ma ɛtiefo sɛbi wɔn adwene obi mfe nzaagoro hwɛ ɛkɔ developed countries na most developing countries okada tricycle na them they still use them purposely sometimes for dispatch sales porchata sa na cargo carriages na my brother NDC Norika oh yeah sabi cheaper there tricycle and I'm a friend abobo yano oba fawo drink them a bigo squash na
mambo
exactly
carbonated drinks
another pragia no oba fa sebe inyema bi another impakuma bi maybe in some minor communities na waye sentira abani and share to non-commercialize it you know only there they were also interflecting on our roads because of most mohon you on her
disobedient to
exactly we feel there it was so easy to dodge some rules or kwanado and our friend ori them no sabi no quarim when you need marry but adekura semre ho imre yi ho oruntum in shanara no ho doyin there no kwan okitama ha harem because orukọ no why then wa bantem oyam young so the father Casford why should I repeat or tenaba or kadafo na taxi drivers when in tim you see na orukọ them tangents I wish them would be corrected but why don't a party communication
no
you see if a wajune there I mean we create a job than taxi drivers in poor you are creating some because say say what regularization is not in play. But taxi driver engagement or license or KJ regulatory bodies are washing no do. On nama embra na shishaya odidunti. Ya wadzabanu swa ya wadzabon hoban. Pochata sa. Into them sort of discussion and or say CR no. It is just against the current status quo. Into further, just be very careful. At least area of politics, but my but no, be so specifically on their welfare, the risk involved. Say job creation. The fact that somebody can secure a job like Galamsey and yet risk in life through going underground. So forget about this your job creation thing. As Abana I promise a 24-hour economy. A dodgy. Na abakade obi to abama because or a risky job inti. Instead of that, ever pass the airline quickly. 24-hour economy no materializing no. You are focusing on the minus. Since here say so what your census are far. Some of these my brothers are well into this business ages when I can tell you a good majority are below 18. A good majority may even have eye problem. A good majority may even be physically or differently able. Especially when you cross, but I want when you that they are at risk. Into my yejina ha yeri kese siari yan jin yeno as oman na ibubo honi dini nara wa commercialize the madi purposely for human transportation they are at a greater risk rate I will lose one is too high me Europe Okada is there Okada but they use them for dispatch obi record to Eziban wafre Okada. They are placed everywhere. Into Okada no cost fast. No, it's banai then. Or the Abra office, Onye sikampo chen obi ojina kwanho. At the end of the day, if that is the regulation, we are not against your regulation. No. But the focus I want you to because on no means of transportation, pocho, inyaka means of transportation, on no a mistake. Because Okada be asking yendo. There was a reason I was toning it down. On an American chair day. Before Mahamari Fia Benim, before Ansan and Anadri take over, on many tina say share the record of deaths on road. Namoye attributed to Munya Esuman Okada. In Sentira, we had to toe down on that situation. And it's a we no. Now why did they in the name of job creation? Regulation in our ne focus on job creation. And what transpires so much in the argument? What transpires so much? Into immobilism na ochina na maamiru huna. Are you being fair to the person? But okay, if we can use them in another way, where very profitable to human society. One for so my human society, like in dispatch sales, nazi, like cargo carriages nnaadze so we can focus on that still when adwuma no when nsaka anamoboa still one ho aba mfa so but at least one on kwano ya abɔ ho ban we could go that way in the same time young commercializing no for I mean them human transportation no was because of that.
All right.
So them they know the how you ho adwuma nti you regulate one so you ma one kwani bi a one fado e kwani bi wa won den one fado because nya yimpa na area den wo susu that general
may I say. But so World Health Organization in 2016 one report that is one Africa report them meeting maka the areas are or contributory factor to a now death on motorcycle per 1,000 registered motorcycles. Now about Egypt or 0.2, Mauritius 0.4. Then as at then 2016 Ghana na 2.5. 2.5. Now the highest country was Tunisia. What they are 36.6. Then Morocco 36.1, Togo 35.3, Mali 31.8, Libya, and then other also form kakranka. But Ghana na yani percentage 2.5. That was then. Young commercializing this area figure or they are about to minim Tunisia whether or commercialized another one yes. Me go through the report in here, but certain information I want to put across. Now, Togo will commercialize. Yes, in Nigeria will commercialize Odi. Now, the rate involved. Togo 35.3%. As at 2016, that is the figure. World Health Organization or the Bible Tuga on death related on motorcycle.
Sir Ghana man paying.
Because of that.
Okay. So Marty, enti ebusha enwana moto akwensia wa register moto na ona moto do wonya akwensia no say
again go to say this work a motor carrying na account.
No. Motorcycle.
Tricycle. Okay.
Motorcycle.
Yes, woman.
Yes.
But that's it. Say Oman paying John Mahama record the NPP criminally mismanage the economy and pay if you agree evidence aba.
No.
Into when you meet that pragia are you risky? No okumi nipa. In 8 years. What share my pragia for you, man?
Oh, but remember, Pragia was there before NPP coming into office.
Yes, it was there before.
So why would you describe that as criminally managing the economy,
because,
allowing Pragia to work?
Yes, because I say Pragia okuminipa. In our statistics there, Pragia yeah that 20 something percent. Yeah, this. No.
Father, yes.
There one way and a whole band. One shall mind you do. What band now? Banks in and we'll go banks. Radio stations won't get alliance. We'll go radio stations. It is in that Pragia or a risk to human traveling. Why you done the phone?
Into one commercializing Libya.
No, Pragia ye can say Pragia ye more Ghana another Pragia ye Juma.
Pragia ye Juma or Ghana. No. Pragia ye Juma or Ghana ha. Or your Juma or Cape Coast. But one more that legal backing.
They saw to it them for you super Pragia no Kada or Ghana and Amabwa.
So my point I'm raising there. Before NPP coming into office. Na Pragia ye Juma dada. NDC time Pragia ye Juma dada. So the I was so criminally you manage then economy.
We are not because them ko force Pragia yanka da Pragia kumimba. Market Pragia on ya. Me te market da Magana ye use Pragia. Okay, argument in there. My Pragia ye Juma.
No. That wasn't the argument.
No position of Pragia then.
Metina said no position there. Rather than legalizing them to operate commercially, why the corner on your yanshana the Maquano, ne be a taxi na didn't to Mukwano, tax into
but imbrana ya kada yazi imbrana ba no yazi imbrana aba. Do you know the content of the regulations yazi aba? Why are you in a rush? Instead ya kada the criminal mismanage the gun. He says, look, yenje the year to kwan. Say ya bafa car. Ni ebe nya accident. Ya bafa plane, ya ebe nya accident. Ya bafa Prague. Na yenje the year to kwan. We should stop traveling. But Prague in accident or NPP abedo send there. They didn't legalize them. They didn't give them any training.
So when you legalize them, yenya Prague and a motorcycle wonya accident or Ghana.
I cannot make that statement. Now, taxi drivers in the Yamon, their activities are regulated by law, but they do involve an accident. Yes.
But you are saying that why legalize until a one accident?
But you come again.
I say MPP Abredo. One legal in common ye dinner. Because essay MPP for one legalize this Prague and then Okada into a one accident.
I can say that. The ornament it say Nambra one found for hono. Onam Prague abobo ya accident on course one another na brodo. Onam the mean to hear in a one police far no will grant. The woman tell Prague for one man or what you either mama or some common no. Mama can say you are more Messi there another na brodo. Prague kuminipa. O send the one young brown fat Prague one shisha.
Okay.
2. So Prague was in the one young brown for winter one nam. Why you juma? No the police in Eugene, Webegina, St. Augustine's Quando, but can't baby. I am shishi. No, they make out that combat. Into your one shisha, and another one shisha. On the map. Enti, Nakamusu. Pada Musu. Right.
Father, my
so let young and brown phone. Young keep with the current accident statistics.
Okay.
Young bra, not embrana ba. Young say young share. In Padudo or then or what you want. Then we can argue. Okay. But for now, what is the basis of your argument today? We shouldn't legalize Prague or Prague should not work.
All right.
What's the basis?
All right.
Yes. Oh no man, and now do not brother no. What's one accident? No, you mean that Prague kuminipa? Na ko for it na one young brown phone.
All right, just 2 minutes to pay. Okay.
Mismanage this economy.
Yo, AJ Suman, I think that my brother in this scene, or an argument there. Politics arena or man yedi yada. Look, she, you are a very sensitive matter. And would already simple only regard for the data already. Per the data or the way in AJ Suman, or ye a data ascribing to 2016.
2016.
But your 2016 or ye baba na birda. NDC.
Yes.
Pocho. Oh, father.
2024 or so.
You see, father, you this report. Don't worry.
Catch a father on Thursday. They don't hear in Nara. On him, then NDC in Pabirda. Father, you see, oh, there, must say, politics now, you're not even being fair to yourself. Eric King. Yes, Tunisia. War regulate you so why then now commercialize accident rate so high. Togo,
I know Togo there were
high. Yes. Nigeria high. Ghana, even though at that time or you low because you need that system of mass Okada commercialization. My iron position yet there. Indeed, Erica job creation. Or being you won't infam. But even with that, some developed countries will use motor and then tricycles and others perfectly well. But for dispatches and then cargo or friend then carriages. And when you want to there, them tricycle abobo yafi say mimi ndegwa kosidegwa na adeba. Woko guma imda when you scarcing any other day. Into urban markets in the carriages they get more money. Into yan the commercialization is because yan pay the water for inyimpa because the rate And share because of that is higher when it comes to commercializing it for the use of Okada. It is one thing I'm this if we want to say no one political promising tea. Warren share data name because more can get the data upon fan home. Or not you know who or your kasakeke. He is not mindful of the data. Oh, job creation. Oh, job creation. Job creation. Nobody is saying that. About I am praying then a freedom to and yet ordinary NDC serial callers now. And the one memo be a laptop no over. No, I'm telling you. No, you see, be fair to yourself. Now one of our laptops, I mean, you home will be about admitting. In your one over friend, name about an unfair. Okada funny being fair. Now one man this if we interest the massa, yet the head mother your man by yano, kukukana, yan home court to Toga. 35% deaths. Okada, what are the massimi? Is it fair to a country like Ghana?
But I say, Reverend Ben Amos, for the Kastle when did unemployment get to 16%? And Father Kastle say it's without giving you his source. But if I have done same without being in the studio, you would be asking me, okay, Anka, you are fighting me. Do Father Kastle really listen to himself when he speaks? Because if a radio station does not have a license, why should it be allowed to operate? Okay. Reverend Ben Amos, I pardon you today because you are Wesleyan or Methodist, just as I am. But let me bash you this evening. However, my party, the NPP, has made it a point to always go against the very policies of the ruling government, in a sharp contrast that your NPP did better than the NDC's policies. Accidents on our road network are synonymous to human and disease. I've said, and I will say it again, that let the NDC manage the country with their own terms and conditions, period. Just as the NPP saw every suggestions from the NDC as straight to them in losing power, do same for the ruling party. But let me hasten to add that NDC, we, the aggrieved and pained MPPs, voted for you into power in 2024. So we are looking keenly with our eagle eyes, and the least mistake, we will vote you people out. Aim high from Elmina. Father, please allow Father to explain things to the good people of the nation. Okay. What's your messages in number 0244 408 046 0244 408 354. This Okada issue, we will delve much into it. Prof. Ojo from UCC basing comment on the commercialization of this Okada issue. But I'm afraid with regards to the data on road carnages involved on this issue, so how it will be regulated, how the training will go, because I mean a few weeks ago certain group were trained, NDC, so I mean these Okada riders, certain groups were trained into how so all right, exactly 30 minutes past 4, but Maminya one view. Maminya view just 5 minutes on this issue. Na yenko in any more than mema etifunuso in Bremibi. Now, Minister for Labor, Jobs and Employment, Erna Oye Youth Employment Agency was the Oye program about one launch Ghana Work Abroad program. Father, just 5 minutes. Mami, yeah. What is Ghana Work Abroad program?
Oye Jumeza Abeniyeza ba Obwabwama Nkofo etum Ghana for etum akwamanaze wakaye ejuma wenye ejuma ye wenye sika wozi bi abahwe hon ebusu a owo fie na wabua mama nso wetumpon na unemployment rate wa Ghana ha no oso ankasa nkofo a wonye ejuma ye wo man mu won ho akoso as at 2018, it was 14%. So they calculate I believe there to be more than 16%. We are trying Ghana's as gas service. But Omani, we need to diversify our export. If you are you mind your cotton, debia, wire, gold, bauxite, raw materials. But we can also export labor. Your education institutions, nurses, teachers, doctors, nazi, and you train one. Now ya share, yani aman ahoho, afofro ayan share. Na yes one call na wakezi jumo wana omanu yetum ye won hu sikan kakaka da boboa ma Ghana omanu wetumpon. Ye kese nkofo fan wo university a wo pede wo kwamanaze wo kay adwuma. Na hwe papers order wonya one documentation visas nazina wo bra na won saka. Dementi joma ma ban ndis abana opokwa adwuma na oye base account ne se. What dementi share pa na wa boboa ma nkofo wetum wonya one passport, one visas easy na wetum akwamanaze na wakọ akay adwuma. Nwana brother me shishembe aya wo do preda obokwa manaza akay adwuma. But in attempt to obokwa some even risk their life. Mbi wo Canada. Osenda wonye adwuma ye. Some often fall into traffickers as protective employees. Onam shishia under ho na yemfa embrantu nti wotum odada Ghana for youth na no wafa car plane walk obokwa na wakahye nkofa etimozin finish when you say was 1 year juma on fata and them work abroad programming or yen she ya o man pay mahama no pokwa me was aba oboboa ma nkofo dodo a wo pe adwuma ye no benya adwuma ye wo Ghana ha won awusa pede in adwuma manazen boko na akaye adwuma manazen. It is to combat unemployment. We want to combat unemployment. And you feel there's huge market outside there, Europe and the rest. So why don't we there facilitate as a government with Russia, France, Germany, and the rest there? This is going to be government to government. Now we'll process one data. Let's say teachers are not one call. And
Ghanaian youth won't call illegal migration bill.
No, we want
but
to
government will facilitate
that illegal migration. What should not be a desert Libyan as in attempt to cross no. So we want to combat unemployment, combat illegal migration also. So in Yankasa abandoned by your papers. Bibia, so we can keep track records of them. Now okay yejuma no dem obi wa Ghana ho yejuma ni akutia bo so sa income tax ochama omano dem hihia no boboa wo botu kakakra oza ma Ghana ban for economic growth into oye hihia papa yezelba. It is not just to give boys job but to change the lives of the Ghanaian youth. Na mi mda minyo yoti or the application but must work one fan. We want to change the lives of Ghanaians. There are a lot of Ghanaians who want to work outside there. There are others who want to remain in Ghana and work. Until one the double call amanazaka yejumano. Yes, you better facilitate na otum wa kwamanaze na wako akayejuma. The essence of this work abroad, as I said, is to create economic growth. We need taxes. We need revenue. The human resource says one kono okayejuma. They can come back with the skills now to come and help the Ghanaian economy. Why are you saying hi? Why are you saying hi? And so the youth agency, youth employment agency is setting up the youth up for a long-term success. Obitum the Ghana Yejuma and the NPP have 8 years. Block Kupo went to win. But opportunities war. It says, why not? Why not? We are going beyond the job creation.
Okay.
We promise Ghanaians job creation.
So this is a form of job creation.
Yes, it's a a source of job creation for people who need jobs. Your nurses are one content that nurse was UK, Americanizing. Won't call. There was education institutions that are churning out millions of nurses, thousands of nurses. So why can't we export human labor.
Okay.
Other countries are exporting human labor, and they are gaining. On your electricity, on your golden goods, on my water, that come as cotton. Your education institutions say you train lectures economy. You want to yam away training more nurses, more teachers. Yes, one and so we want to enhance the quality of life of Ghanaians.
Okay. And this is the part that the NDC...
This is one of the several ways to cut down unemployment rate.
Okay.
To give Ghanaians work to do.
But that's it. But also 5 minutes. But answer the we had a certain government okay day. Well, we bring Juma exporting from other countries. At the end of the day, you now abeni beya ana abeni riba egodono also why Ghana in baby wonenyi dado what bobu ebunjuma ma Ghana ye now yet in there afide what bobu ma baby mama to kanaka obi na economy ye okay ben mintel
yo suman share yet again he say you left the argument here about politics in chano kwarni as youths men this work culture hini or ye in gwa system to Kwame Nkrumah the Ghana because ye wo Ghana ne biribino na bronyi for kwan bi do tumba da hina no wa fa hina mrente ahona sebi wo wa ahoden da ma biri no because na hina ahoden no nye book ahoden nye sebi engineering ahoden or ye physical labor no wa fa ko na weje ahona wa ye mirror no wo echir na wo the one e can develop Europe Asia America nanenka ho ono onye hen inde dam sana ya bono nano no na ba na ye retwa ninde nti if in a generation aben bi beka e chende ye reset na ya left hen ho above we are the dada no na ye di hen ho agina yi na san od hen rekọ ene dana na ba ye retwa onye hen fiaw na oye asefim na sabiu if on any day you're exporting human labor I mean a father cast for the as educated as we are you would best export the educated labor and amobwa 2 ye the labor where ye efficient amomana ye ho rekono obey huni so da obey den wabaji hon nti technically chedo man no nye gold yan diamond keke ne afie diriko ye the yan mrante ne yan baba wa nko da wosum yan bono so ye the ho rekache o man fofor o ka say tax o ba buche tax o Ghana ma say ba hihye no I mean no am sire ba hihye no kire wodem o ba buche tax wa no ye adwuma o hey Father Casford do you can kakra now let me go substantively into this matter yan rare sector manfa agriculture in the year agric minister name ministry no or friend agri business and innovation being so better homoboa na presidency hono so we create another kind of ministry what they otukono what they akotoa ono so ye in charge of agri business and about innovation na arabi homoboa Ghana ha nchi yenyime dey bibrim hade obano dey yerudiaze ni ato don faso a only one of the key drivers of hen local economy nti iba sam no osia in the year so Ghana for ye the one by the agri business yako baby for does the NDC really have good faith or intention the Ghana at work a 24-hour economy akeka mebeka biara afiba banima was American ejesuman nye NDC fiara ne yerko campaign obeka chen de nurses ayo Ghana ha so na wana adwi de wo sisi hospitals ahoro na nurses fo no wo de hona ekogu a na NDC fia baka chen de wo de hon reboko amananze nye NDC fu kuri yara na bira na danko akufuado orisi wo friend fire service training centers police immigration training centers afa mebunu p wo begina ha ka chen de dem nkrofun po wodoso dodo nya ho no wo chichira man na NDC fu baka chen de sana wo rebosu hona ekogu aman fofordo I mean eba oman na mahama opedo di Ghana after nanfi anana nara yim de yeruntum nkobu na atani bio for the Casford e youth making pahuchel if indeed ɔyɛ one of the ways a ndc wɔpɛ dɛ wɔkɔdza a wɔrema kwame nkrumah na nyiwa ayɛ no yɛw one of the reasons a ghana yɛfrɛ yɛn ho economically sovereign is because you're training not only humans a yɛde wɔn bɔkɔ baabi mu wɔaka yɛn mfa so na mmom wɔbɛyɛ mfa so ama ɔman ghana te dɛ safo kantanka wɔtena ɔman yi mu wɔsua engineering na naado dankwa akufo-addo all this STEM education aba ma ndɛ abɔfra no kɔ school ɔrekɔsua engineering science technology ɛnyɛ mu mfa so mahama se afra no nyɛ mu mfa so wie a ɔmfa nka tena dubai are you being fair to ghana kyerɛ ghana de ma ɔnsɛ nkoten na ɔfata hɛn papa biara ɔnkɔ amanande sɛ ghana yi retei ndc na ɔde toto ma wɔhyɛ bɔ bere a wɔrekɔ 2024 abɛto yi ho a ɔda no werɛ ho because mɔrekan ɔno ɔwɔ formal education nti ebi a ɔba dɛ wɔngyegye connection na ɔnkɔ europe a fadaka for trom nti ne nka wɔ radio station bio nanso ghana yi ne de ɔnkɔ twiw kada pɛ sɛ dɛm kasa ɛka kyerɛ hɛn a ahom ndc fo hom yihɛn edi ne yɛ edi hom yihɛn edi ne yɛ awo de bɔkɔ aburokyiri
alright
ebɔkɔ akɔsom wɔfrɛ no Queen Elizabeth na sɛsi ampo wɔfrɛ no King Charles ahɛn ne de even when the risk stands as 35% impa wɔrewu no fadaka for so ɔno na oye mahɛn nanso ɔno na no nkrɔfo ne de wakɔ school kakra nti mahama ahyɛ ho no bɔ dɛ ɔde ho ɔbɔtutu kwa ɔyɛ na ɔsi kwaku bɛyɛ nti kwaku rebɛyɛ no madam na ɔpɛ dɛ ɔyɛ na ɔgyae ahɛn te dɛ ahɛn dɛ ɔbu hɛn tete kwa adza abato yɛbɛsena ato no bio na ma ɔyɛ asefe me dɛ nyɛ ma wɔkan na ndɛ wɔreyɛ
alright but I see so unemployment rate in 2018 father Nelson yes
I have 14 as at 2018 or so
2018
14% or so
no 2018 was 3.25%.
2018
yes
now would that anything what about 2024
unemployment
rate as we know is 14% and over
14%
and over what are you citing are you talking annual unemployment or average unemployment which one are you talking about
the data 14% was for a period was not a yearly annual data. Yes, was not for annual data. So yes. Good evening,
Ghana.
Yes, sir. Yeah, me adumo na won swear. 10 seconds.
I'm from
I see.
Watch mo kama se me twemi ya na ma ba mo nkomo do se ko misisi encha enwa
misisi encha
be ke ba country snappy bank enyim won enwa
okay
you won polo bi or a dangerous it Sunday no one kasa on ko mo so polo na achia or a weekly papa anko am na nti hwe na ka che yisi bi no nto na mo na mo ba ma plug ya asemi do
and I say yisi bi no wa na asu bia
Uncle, I'm not all who the wounds in you. What's on my baby son?
Okay, I will call us some day.
Uncle, I'm come up by the Asamido. Then Tiger drivers. So the same trade answer. It will when you're correct. Uncle, I'm a bit more most one phone pool. No gonna fall. Uncle, I'm not. Machine be able to in your accident at any time. Occurred somewhere 2015 to 2016. VIP bus in your accidents, what a cry, the crime, and you or a machine. And as into some Ben was a button was some Ben was shin out or Bobo in Nala. But me on to embedded not on it. When they or Mitso also tag although was it far in Zama, where you then come up in Yama. Oh, until them I'm coming. Your number was the banner. Your master wasn't the number, but what you say, oh, we in now.
Let us say, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
How could you go for you?
Could you pay your wins in me too?
Yo, Uncle, that issue, yeah. Could be a bayon, a year, papa. But I say, your friend is saying a time MPP of mine was no. Not right in the Sata. Or yeah, MC, you know. Oh, my mom said, Mom, yeah, day, Mom cross the highway. And I'm what so okasa.
Yes.
And mom times you say pon one NDC for a sorry I say mo pragia for unze and sata on pese mo yeduma. She say come am super back university so na me rent. Airport science. I'm cross so your friends say road no. They said more than 40 nam your friends say because NDC mom kumi so that they say omo yes idea no. Let's see a BBC. I mean, NDC no I had that and I said that woman who are not woman employment. Woman who employment and I say a friend saying you say Neko UCC Abasio Tragia or the school boy be 2 years for the city and the and I need a term of a branch, need any doing. Yan in Sampson, I dear we here. And mom there or the respect, ma'am, why any market.
Okay.
Then to get your beer, who made the market. So, our phone is young Casan.
All right, Obi Sumbrimbi. Good evening. Yes, sir. Captain, me too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. Okay. Mm. Okay. All right. May I say? Okay. May I say? Good evening.
Good evening, I'm coming now.
Yes, sir.
That would make it if you are.
That would mean too.
But my brother Amos, more can again because Ubia no pay Abeneduma. Sister, I'm coming anyway. Said Abeneduma. Private work in a year, and this Abanaba, not so the 24-hour economy labor. No, may. And that's a legalize a Pragia Abubuya share. And Juma boys when you're warrior, fit of whom we Malocado, I want to wear boo shop, I want to work on tight, what to know it barely a business. I be business not in the business. It's one day come there, abandon a not there, your shop about the 24-hour economy liberty, only on tour. May President here been on your mamma from an when you may,
Master, would I say, good evening, Chairman. Yeah, Chama, me too. Mm. Mm. Okay. Chaba, may I say? All right. Okay, you may I say good evening.
Good evening.
How about you do?
Brother.
All right, me too.
Brother, I agree business in me pede me kedi na pragia some no pode one we think na bizi na akushi e wo wane eyi wo fa na eyi bawumia no me yo so do wane kala fofo na nka wa ahye na pragia no wa ye ne ye o to be ya e wa some pode me kedi agro business asemiya na ye brother reverend all kan wa asemi dama agro business first na nkroma damazin o initiate me ni kushie bibi ene wo do bo mani wako ene kushie bibi na wo ba na wo bo emani
but ya wa na worusua wonyo ruko
enyo teme
kushie bi aba o
yes team eche wo shedu ha na mi na shedu tafachi ya hanu mo no bi said machines ahen ena wala go ni 8 years ya wo bedidi wo do bo a e wo fan the emana Ghana
but abada wo so be ozinti why are you
yes onu fi no le ka of kantai ka asam o wa reject of kantai ka enti da mo for me won kuru we kusie bibi da machines asem ya wole ka edi mpa na obu we import of the ba obu tun we hu the we ba hihye ni we tun no da boy na agro business ewa enti da me youth won ko afi ma fa nkokora nko na da mo nkokora yakobo ho ka last 4 years another last year po ekokoro shi hon to go na e abrochiri na
asama wareka no Ghana youth another Ghana fo no waruko na wakaye adwuma wo bi no kromo
wo ko no wakaye adwuma se me wo ko no wakaye adwuma de me adwuma na wo ko no wakaye nti ni so ma no yebi nya wo fa so wanya nkokora wanya nkokora wo jina ho na do eti wo ko wo bibi papa bi wo de ba wo bua man Ghana eti yesu wo hwe bibi ye je fo wa wo butumi na wo ba bua ha no youth
better say ababenyo do good evening. Yes sir. Okay, Peja Windsor, ma'am. Aye.
Okay. And that's a issue now of lunching and it's for you. Concerning when you go full vehicle.
Yes.
It is when a woman there, Ghana had a unemployment rate are also for the past 8 years. MPP won't get ever bought them and better measure a comparison. 8 years ago, one we invest that would employ into the main public stream. Crazy, because as time goes on, unemployment rate, increase or increase. Into I'm going to show you 4 years or 24 hours economy. It's also a new system. How about or your companies be but do or bear projects. It said the man, young for certain people, another number of people, young for one go other countries, another international way now, 1K, or years about it. Because if you have to look at the vehicle for public stream, another thing about the because of the
all right.
So I don't even go. I am one. Because why should I not go to you? Every year, the man will be invested over outside.
Okay.
All
right.
Good initiative.
Okay. But I say, good evening.
Hello,
good evening. Okay, on your crowd, wouldn't come with you. Good evening. Yes, sir. Yami Adum, for 10 seconds, mean too. Master, but I say, good evening. Hello? Okay, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
We have been a minta mobile, papa. Now, paying for a bill to be a cassay. Why are they? Now, I come about Sagiano, papa. Sagiano Ben, senior. Sagiano, no doors. You know, it is secret to be a Nippano will not come to the leg. Oh, and because of that, no, on my muso there, Sagiano, you guys, now over Moabano. Because I couldn't see it to be ordered in paper. And I said, Bessie be a summer Nesata and a bird no, Capos for a wonder Nesata on a brass. Because an accident is Sipa Fana, Obi Nan, a bone could throw the amp, Obi to Sipragam before not track up a fanado. The accident is in rough rough. But all the Okada or Mosaman won't feel when you do one your last for 1.6. What did he say? Go on, or man, the 2 bell from Crocra. If you remember the end, the other or you like them, or man, what the walk away to you. Wait, my tax is in the basic system. And one now will be a photo Pagan, and Pagana and Agana Saga country. Or man, I put you improve Queen. Or you don't wash and what you say, you put your Queen.
Okay.
You develop nothing. At time I create back Bima. Now you say not to them. And one night, that's not about common on day. Papa, why the scriptures now was here to come you. Or may as 24 hours, a baby maybe brain, get me when you be you. I pay the accident to where many of you. Can't able to make on and promise the door.
Let us say, Papa. All right. Good evening, last caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening,
Patrick
Almina.
All right, Patrick.
Munya, I sometimes in opportunity na say your kasa radio da. You know a pedo yet. The bien the president na what the nothing but adibo be we have something against the matter current.
And Patrick also called Obia one.
Yes, I'm telling you kasa. Munya, CCR MPP what's agenda 111. Into me see what 53 kwampu one farm Ghana for. Next is a school from 2017 up to date. Uncle Fine in the one. It is a benefit there. Mabaya won't go talk about a hot baban. The only solution about there. Group of fire, we do what the doctors the Bagana have. Women for so. It's yes, you to be a doctor. No, and I knew what could should be so how the come with money. No, abandoning his kaka, come on, soon his kaka cannot do a bush be here. I see on yet. What can I don't go keep a phone about where I don't go far. Eh? Keep a phone about where I don't go far. I didn't mean Parisian. One may show the benefit of Obutuma works meaning. But no, so then come in and obey university or to Padia or writer.
All right.
One and take a Duma, every Duma now. It is a question the never can put our war into fulfilling your Duma.
Let us say,
okay. What the Duma now? No, obey ya, Duma or man, and a baby as a sofa.
Let us say, okay. Good afternoon. I'm Richie K from Abra. This initiative is very good one. I've been to some places, and you won't get a car to take to your destination unless motorbikes. Sometimes we need to upgrade our system in all aspects, including this Okada. Government should regulate it, and the appropriate quarters should be mandated to regulate them. Should use any other means to ensure safety to both riders and passengers. I want to ask the MPP man, why was his government releasing the tricycle from port to their owners, and it come down to DVLA to issue license to the owners? All right, let us see. Okay. On to Mumbai. Okay, Father, yes. Pandemic message.
Thank you. Ma statistics you are there. Unemployment rate. I'm the Arabat Doyanokwa. Ghana Living Standard Survey 2016. Otre there 2016 this year for Birmingham. Now unemployment rate is 8.4%. Mama source.
8.4%.
But okay. 2021 population census by Ghana Statistical Service put unemployment rate 13.4%.
2021.
Again, AEHIS International Organization put unemployment rate in Ghana 13.9%. Inside just woman, catch it for there. 2018 unemployment rate 18%. What source in the
2018 mean the unemployment rate 18%.
20
unemployment rate figures are more minimum hadi.
No, amazing can
3.25%.
But
that is unemployment
rate. How can 20 what?
2018.
Yes. Until as just woman. About 2021 population census by Ghana statistics catch an 13.4%. That's the 2018 year down. In some catch unemployment rate, from since then, one away the 18 back on, you're obro. All right, 16%.
I'll face him.
Massam do trade. Oh, yeah, bien. Men and the major no our team. A busan for our team. Dramahama Banese, or Yanshaya. As in the Sharuba, Ubusi, Woba, Benin, Besa, when you best in. Obey your quan aqua abrechi waka ye juma. Nozi enforcing yam shabre busiano. Okay. People say, or as a bun. Nti, walk quatia. But a bush addition with that. Your bench share, me busiani bear, no munimpa, aquamanaze, aquaka ye juma.
May I say, for
my last statement in there.
And to call last week. Ben. Yeah, you're facing a call. Yeah, time.
Yo, Suman.
Just 30 seconds.
Okay, Kastle Nkotin and Chawadi, Abana, Nade, Amimboa. Nche, Muni NDC, Mara Moto, Akokona, Madachen, Dokufia, Onkonkori. But, Nya Kasa Nkotin was a teacher or Mano, Kasa womb. But, or Manano, Obi Asha safe baby, Niebudu baby. Ntsari and the yea. Net me mufa war friend who de it's 100% wait. Na wa adwene ye wo de. Onara na owo wutirimende. Nche sabe, wo 24-hour economy a ikan. Ono nti na Ghana for the to ima wo. Ebe ya ato no achen. Na rebeka asamfofo. Iso arikan o manifesto ma. Oyim. Nche NDC, bra wo ase. Na hu de. Ti me mufa sent bi ntia.
Okay. The money could be ayehu am in Chirimba. My binum chance now, or you will be in there, and a bayehu. Father Casford made us say, the maso and a Benny must made us say. Mendami production team, headed by Mr. Bernard Ogo, Osman and Afi FKK. I could train you to mail Facebook and YouTube. Betway. Damaso and Ridge Royal Hotel. High Sense. Woni ejumuku awabo ene yedi jumezene bro. Aha, enende menyubesi. Antimi kebi onyame adomo chena. Yense ninsia na yenzi inkomo. Have a wonderful good evening. Bye bye.